also not the song I wanted to play. Hello? Alright, now I'll be right back.
Be careful, roads. The hole, not the rim. You'll get sprayed all over the floor.
Echo 16 is code 6 at 47 near Lysium Fields freeway thingy.
I'm back, but I'm gonna have to step away here in a second. I'm making my macchiato. Which way's the exit? There we go. Oh. That way.
Still fucking good. I'm just gonna be honest. You're not getting 5 stars. If you thought you're getting 5 stars, you're out of your fucking gourd. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
Joel, you cannot leave me. You cannot leave me here.
Akari's on the way.
Who is?
We're talking
Akari
2.5
Sasaki.
stars on a good day.
Okay.
Are
dude,
they
it's
an
not
attorney
like
or
a
a paralegal?
hotel.
Oh, legal aid. Okay, that's fine.
Some kind
Legal
of
aid,
BS
assistant to
you got
judge.
going on here, whatever kind of fucking scheme you got.
Actually, can
Oh,
you
no,
grab
it's
them and
actually
I'll
so
let
smart. Hey, guys.
this individual know?
Rhodes,
Yeah, we're
Rhodes,
still
Rhodes.
taking phone
here.
and weapons and stuff.
We
right?
can rent out the cells as like BMPs to make extra money for the police department.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
hear me
do that.
out. We need money for cars. Why don't we just rent out the cells?
I don't want to derail this conversation, but I do have to speak with the suspect I have in custody. So give me a moment.
Yeah, I gotta get the legal aid. That's. I mean, hey, you might as well propose the idea. What's the worst that could
Yeah,
happen?
that's what I'm saying. I'll talk to Captain
Echo
about it.
16, UTR.
All right, Mr. Black.
Near Lysium Fields, Freeway, TNA.
Okay, at least you gave me a good idea.
Mr. Black.
Yeah.
So from my understanding, we could not locate an attorney, but there is a legal aid who is on the way if you're willing to entertain that.
Trying to get some fucking
Yeah.
shut eye in here.
All right, perfect. I believe they're upstairs, so we're just bringing them down.
There you
Right.
go. So what did you learn?
Give me 1 moment.
What did I learn or something?
Yes, what did you learn? You like
What is this, a
been here
fucking
for a while.
kindergarten? Do I need to fucking report back to you? Is this
You were
something?
charged for crimes against like people.
Okay, and?
Did you like learn from it or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I did learn fucking something. Hit harder, run faster.
Oh, nice. Wow, real mature. You know what, Mr. Peters? I'm sure someone has like told you this before, but you are like the Grinch. You're trying to take New Year's joy from people. You know,
Wait.
Call me the
And
fucking
you're
Grinch.
extra. And you're extra.
Um,
You're
Fucking
extra.
Grinch.
You're the drama. You're the drama.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not fucking kidding you.
You fucking
You're the drama.
serious?
Yes, I'm fucking serious.
Who are the
You're the
charges?
problem. It's all you.
Murder.
This fucking Bobby ass motherfucker in here? You fucking looking at
What,
me,
if you
fucking
call
telling
me-
me that?
Oh, that's so rich coming from you. What fucking cardboard box did you crawl out of, huh? You sleep on the wrong side today, huh?
Okay.
You're being so foul and sour.
Okay.
You're an awful person, Mr. Grinch.
It's probably what my
We'll
fucking
just do
wife-
assault with
my wife
deadly.
fell apart and my wife left me.
Oh,
Fuck
wow,
you.
boo-hoo.
Fuck
Your wife
you.
left you. No, fuck you.
You're fucking young. You can figure it out. You got it all
Yeah, I already
figured
got it
out. You got it
I'm
all
not
figured
problematic like you.
out.
You're the drama. It's all you. You cause all the issues.
All right.
Fucking blog about it or whatever the fucking kids do this.
Yeah,
They
I
don't,
will.
don't
I will
fucking
blog
yap
about
at
it.
it. Don't yap about it in my fucking ear. I don't fucking need an ear
Oh,
for
okay.
this shit.
You know what? Well, I can't wait to see you back in the prison cells in like probably a couple hours.
Yeah, you probably fucking like that, huh? You
I imagine
probably
it's not gonna
fucking
be
like
easy
that.
for you.
Taking and doing
Oh.
paperwork because like you want to
Second try.
and be dramatic.
Morning.
Morning, officers.
Here we can explain here. So, the individual that we have in custody, from my understanding, is Carl Johnny Black.
From the drama.
We will have to fingerprint him and double check because the ID provided was expired.
Dramatic. Telling me
This had originally all stemmed from a traffic stop. I saw an individual driving a Glendale. It was like a grayish, greenish color. It was speeding. It was running reds. I got on my megaphone. I told them to slow down. They failed to do so. I followed them, turned on my lights and sirens, pulled them over. Right.
Right.
They were pulled over on the corner of Alta and San Andreas Ave, facing northbound. The individual provided me an expired ID. And I was trying to work with them. I was like, listen, you should be getting third-degree speeding, operating a motor vehicle without proper identification, failure to obey a traffic control device. But if you're willing to call a friend or walk to City Hall, or get a ride, call a taxi, something, all you have with a warning.
Echo 171041.
Right.
So he decides, he was, I don't know, he was giving attitude, right? And
Right.
it truthfully comes down to officer discretion as to whether or not we push warnings or if we actually cite an individual, right? You work with me, I work with you. If you're unwilling to work with me, the likelihood of me wanting to work with you is going to tank fairly quick, right?
Mhm.
So it came down to the tail end of the traffic stop where the individual, I asked them if they'd be able to hand me the keys to the vehicle because it's parked in the middle of the road. Well, they said, it's your problem. I was like, okay, all right, fine. Let's go about it the original way in which this should have been done.
What did you just do?
Mhm.
So I issued them the citation, all three, operating motor vehicle without proper identification, in addition to third-degree speeding and failure to obey traffic control device.
Right.
At the conclusion of that, they were issued a citation in the amount of $390. The individual then, again, was fairly mouthy, and then, strangely enough, asked, well, what color... It's either what color is your blood or what color do you bleed? I was like, I don't know, I would assume red. I didn't know if it was a trick question. You know, some people are like, oh, your blood is actually blue until it's exposed to air and then it's red. I don't know how that works. So I said, probably red. To which I'm fairly certain they said something, but they reached for a knife. As they were reaching, I ran, given the context I had just had several seconds prior of, asking what color I bleed. Not only did they pull the knife, they immediately swung in my direction. I pulled my gun, I shot them down.
Right.
And here we are. The individual is currently being charged
So-
with assault with a deadly weapon and brandishing.
Attempted second degree and attempted second degree.
What was
My
that?
understanding. And attempted second degree.
No. I'm just gonna push the assault with a deadly weapon.
And he's not admitting any guilt, or
Well, I haven't asked any questions because when I asked if they wanted an attorney after reading them their rights, they said yes.
right. Right, so we can check that off.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna get two sides of the story.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll get his side of
I
the story and
will.
compare, and I will give a final judgment.
Perfect. Okay. Barrick, if you wouldn't mind letting them in to see Mr. Black.
Sure.
Obviously not in the cell. I'm just gonna go upstairs and grab my coffee.
Mhm.
Chat, I'll be right back. I have to brew a double shot of espresso on top of the normal macchiato. Won't take long.
I know you probably got bullied your fucking This is the cops. This is the cops we got. Yeah, okay.
You want to really be extra? Wow, the big man just spitting on the ground. Wow,
Mr.
you're so
James,
cool.
are you-
Hey, Rhodes, look at this jackass. He just wants to spit on the ground and stuff.
Edgar,
Wow, you're
Hey,
so
you got
mature.
Brent's
Hey,
being
hey,
cops
hey,
here,
hey,
buddy.
hey,
Way to go. You really
hey,
fucked that
hey,
shit up.
Hey, he did
Hey,
not fuck
fam,
up
I got
anything.
it.
He's eating food. How dare you?
Thank you.
I'm sure
I
you wouldn't know
forgot my
anything
list.
about that in your cardboard box. So you're gonna munch on fucking trash.
Okay. You think you're fucking better than me? Because you think you got fucking money. Well, you know what? Deep down, you're fucking breaking. You're fucking breaking like a fine china. Yeah. You're fucking
Chat. These mugs I got, perfect size. I'm telling you. All right.
Hmm.
Well.
Echo 76911.
It's gonna be
Dude,
interesting.
I was so angry at myself when I drove away. Then, I don't know. There was no like right option there, unfortunately. It worked out though.
It did. It did. You don't have. Listen, you don't have to blame yourself, okay? We're short-staffed. You know, it seemed like everything was going according to plan.
Just bad timing.
Well, it wasn't. You know.
Yeah. And she's on it in a foot pursuit. Guys punched her. And then as soon as I drove away, I could just tell by the guys like he was not happy. I was like, you know, it's probably a good chance.
Yeah, but who would have
something goes
assumed
down.
the dude was gonna try to chef me up?
I don't know, man. Not in traffic stop with Benji just before that, and
Oh, Benji called me.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Benji was actually on the phone with Mr. Black.
oh really?
Yeah, he was the one who called me in the hospital.
Yeah, traffic stop with Benji. He didn't seem like he was in a good mood, so
Oh,
I don't know if they're. I didn't know at the time, at least, if they're still hanging out, but well, now I do, I suppose.
yeah, no, they most certainly are, because Benji called me and he goes, "Hey, listen, Rhodes, I know KJ was in a traffic stop with you. I don't know what happened to him," and so I told him.
Oh, there you go.
You think it would be appropriate for me to start this conversation with KJ, in case you're wondering, you bleed red?
That would, yeah, that would.
Actually, do it. I want to see what happens.
Oh,
Oh
honey, you're
my
missing the
God, dude.
context. He asked me, Rhodes, what color do you bleed? I was like, red? And he fucking pulls a knife and tries to chef me up.
Oh, did you shoot him?
Yeah,
Oh,
multiple
hell
times.
yeah.
I think that the doctor said I hit him 6 times. That might seem excessive, okay, but before anyone
It's not
assumes, he tried
excessive.
several times to stand back up, and you take an attempt at my life, and I'm going to make sure that you
That's
don't
not
get the
extra at all.
opportunity.
I just had to deal with an extra person, so I'm quite aware of it.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
that
homeless
guy, that guy started poking the bear with someone, Benjamin Duff, who I pulled over.
Yeah, he was being a dick. He punched me in the face. So I arrested him.
Ew.
Well, he also disobeyed me because I told him to face away from me. I was putting him in cuffs. And then he ran from me, so I was resisting arrest. And then he punched me, so he got all those charges. He fucked around and found out.
You want to know the worst thing about all this?
Hmm.
My situation stemmed from a traffic stop where I yelled on the megaphone for them to slow down. They failed to do so, so I pull him over. And I was I wasn't going to issue him any citation. Did you want it to be a prick? So, you know, officer discretion, you know, you make it easy on me, I make it easy on you. You don't make it easy on me, I don't make it easy on you. I give what I get. I'm an energy matcher, you know?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to.
Hey,
I'm so sorry.
don't you? Oh,
I tripped. The other guy punched me in the
What?
face, so I've been a little like unbalanced. Not gonna lie.
here we are. I was about to be matching some energy. I thought you were testing me.
No,
I
I
get
actually
it.
wasn't. I was gonna say actually you missed a that homeless guy's making fun of you for making lunch or whatever you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I was making coffee.
Yeah, I took him through the garage there to get him out.
Oh,
I
that
shouldn't
makes
have done that in
sense.
hindsight, but
Um,
It's whatever.
was he released on time served?
yeah, time
Yeah,
served.
I go through the double
Is it
doors and
'cause,
make a left.
Are we still like only sending people up for like or felonies or like what?
They can be sent. Well, I mean, they could be sent up. Like if they have a bunch of misdemeanors, they could be sent up
That's what I was thinking. Because like I
Um,
don't think we want to have them down here for like ever
a
when
while.
we're
Yeah.
occupied.
Yeah, exactly.
that was my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think, especially for us, like with how limited we are right now.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. That's what I was
definitely
thinking.
be,
Actually, I just figured we had a bit of time since all of us were at the station, so
When you go
I
through
didn't
those
set 'em
double
up.
doors, by the way, if you swing left, there's gray doors. Those lead out to the back.
yeah, I thought they
Um,
did. I just like didn't think about it when I was taking him through. Not gonna lie, because I was trying to get him his possessions, so I tried to show him the front.
The sort of kind of tricky thing is that there's no gate back there like there used to be years ago. So I don't believe we have a means of like, you know, keeping them in cuffs until they're completely out, closing it, securing us inside and them outside and then uncuffing them. So
That's
you do run
problematic.
the risk of like, you know, obviously you want to make sure you close the doors behind you and whatnot. But, you know, you uncuff them, who knows, they could turn around and swing at you.
Yeah, I feel like is there any safe way for us to like if we walk him out of here?
not really.
I was gonna say
Have
I don't think
somebody
there
else there with you.
is. Because like unless you
Pretty much
drag him through the building, but then they might like overhear private conversations. So it's kind of
Exactly,
like trouble
yeah.
either way.
Yeah.
For me, I always just do the back door over there.
Yeah, the back door seems to make the most sense.
Yep,
We gotta make do with what we got.
pretty much.
Tell you
Hopefully
what we
Turner's
anyways-
interviews are going well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah, Captain's doing that.
I want to go up there so
Okay.
bad. Oh, I gotta write a report on this. I forgot.
Yeah, actually I have to do the same thing. Wait, is Turner still around?
Yes.
so.
Oh yeah, he is.
Echo 17 clear to 47, number 1 in group C. Right.
I'll be back in a minute.
Can someone let me out?
Yeah. Apologies. Sorry about that. Here we are.
All right. So, what the individual has said to me
Okay.
is that he apparently he only ran one red light, and then he turned on the second red light and went and took a right. He also admits to him not hearing me over the megaphone.
Okay.
He was on the front. He was on the front. He was on the phone to his friend.
Got
And-
it. Okay.
And the whole reason why he pulled a knife, according to him, is because he got angry because you was being rude to him.
Okay. So regarding the if we're bringing up sort of the original traffic stop, what he was cited for was only for one red light. I was not pushing any additional ones. He was most certainly speeding within city limits. And then he had an expired ID on his person, hence the operating motor vehicle without proper identification, right? So in terms of the 3 citable offenses, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think there's any wiggle room for the individual there.
Absolutely not.
Regarding so this situation that he's now under arrest for was at the conclusion of the prior one. So Mr. Black asked me something to the extent of what color is your blood, or what color do you bleed, or something, and
Yeah, he admits to that. And he
I
admits
said
to
red.
the fact,
Sorry, go ahead.
he admits to the fact that him asking that question, and his whole reason why he pulled the knife is because he got a bit angry with you.
Okay, so what he may have failed to mention to you was he didn't just pull the knife. He pulled the knife. As I saw him reaching, I took a few steps back, and he lunged towards me with said knife. And that's when I called for immediate backup. I pulled my gun, and I shot him down. So I don't know if he's trying to play off to you that he didn't try
most-
swinging at me, but he most certainly
Most
did.
probably is, because he only mentions him pulling out the knife, and then you shooting
Being
him
shot.
6 times.
Yeah. Yep, that did happen. I can explain that, though it may seem excessive. I shot the individual a few times as he was charging towards me. He then fell to the ground, attempted to get up, still with knife in hand, and so I shot him until he no longer made attempts to get up, given, again, an attempt was made on my life.
Alright.
But I do have, let me see here, incidents. So the 2 charges that he's looking at is assault with a deadly weapon, in addition to brandishing a non-firearm. So prior to any reductions, he's looking at 26 months and a $1,150 fine.
About
And
right,
it,
if I'm
sorry, go
being,
ahead.
if I seems about right, if I'm being honest.
If um, yeah. In addition, because assault with a deadly weapon is a violent felony, we are going to have to swab him for his DNA, in addition to taking his mugshot if he doesn't already have one. Let's see. Yeah. If you want to communicate that with him, that is perfectly fine. Though, if I'm being real with you, it seems he may be trying to sort of absolve himself of the lunging at me and making the attempt on my life to try to make it seem like I shot him unnecessarily. But that's on him. It is what it is. And I'm gonna go with what I got here.
All right, so just a relay. I'm gonna mention to him that his DNA is gonna be swabbed for the attempted assault with deadly, and his photo ID is gonna be taken.
Yep, photo for the mugshot, DNA for the violent felony, and then if you could also communicate both the time and fine, I'll do that as well once I get there. Just I'm sort of in the midst of writing a report and whatnot. Yeah, I'll keep this unlocked for you.
So how much is the fine again?
$1,150, so 1150. The time is 26 months.
All right.
I'll let you back in.
All right.
Here we are.
Appreciate it.
Echo 16, 76, 911.
You're fine with this as a lawyer?
All right, let's see. Actually, What's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? Dude. Yeah, I'll use subdued. Yeah. I'll use subdued. Hello.
Hey, Rhodes. I
Hey,
heard that dickhead went and got himself into trouble.
Yeah, that happened.
Do you know how long ago you sent him up?
He hasn't been sent up yet. There's a legal aid.
Holy fuck, is he? What is he arguing about?
I think he's trying to play off that he pulled the knife but didn't swing at me. Or didn't lunge at me with the knife. So I think he's trying to claim that when he was shot, it was unnecessary.
So he's arguing. He's arguing fucking.
I think he's trying to suggest I
excessive
shot
force?
him unnecessarily. Yeah.
Okay. Can you let me know when he gets set up so I'm not sitting in the car park waiting for this dumb fuck forever, please?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Shit. I don't remember which one Benji was. Never mind.
Yeah, I just made my report on this guy. It's actually pretty good.
All right. Gonna have to finish mine. Barrick, what was the situation with EMS at the time? I just want to be able to justify, me transporting him to the hospital.
They were tied up on a call up at Zenkudo.
And there was also a 14 Bravo, right?
Yeah,
So
and
there's
that
two
was the
medics.
only
One was a 14,
EMS
and then
rep.
there was one additional.
One was at the hospital, I believe, and then the
Okay.
only one that was able to be out was up at Zenkudo on a previous call, and then that resulted in 14 Bravo.
That's a pretty good report. So, like, what happened with you again, Rose? This guy tried to stab you, and then what are you trying to nail him for?
Assault with a deadly, brandishing a non-firearm.
Oh, fuck this guy.
I think the reason he's putting up such a fight is he's trying to play it off as if he didn't lunge at me with the knife, failed to strike me, and essentially he's trying to structure it as excessive force, it seems.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a dick for that.
Oh, moment of truth.
He's losing it, right, honestly.
Oh, here I'll go speak with him. See if we can get to the bottom.
He's beginning to lose it.
Oh,
He's
Yeah, I think
beginning
that's
to lose
above
it.
our pay grade.
He's going insane. I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Black.
What?
All right. I'm sure your legal aid has informed you, but the charges at hand are assault with a deadly weapon, in addition to brandishing a non-firearm. In total, that is 26 months and a $1,150 fine.
Let's try.
Okay.
Bench
We
try?
can see if a judge is available. Give me just a moment.
There is Norman Adams. Adams is around.
Perfect. I will get a hold of them. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, and I think I need to represent myself.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
woman working for you guys?
I'm trying my best to defend this individual, but I don't really see like any wiggle room I can actually do.
It does matter wiggle room or not wiggle room. You're a lawyer. I fucking need Reggie, man. I need Reggie, man. I need Reggie.
Oh, is Reggie an attorney?
I
don't know. Call Reggie for fuck's sake.
All right.
Give me somebody who's like. I'm sorry. I guess you mean your best, miss. I really do think
up,
you're
Rhodes?
Hey,
trying your
Reggie,
best
are
to
you an attorney?
whatever, but
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
waiting for them to give the bar
tell him to get
license
his
back.
bar
Why?
license.
Okay. Well, Mr. Black here is telling me to tell you to get your bar license. Also, because I know you want to not wait in the prison parking lot any longer, he is requesting a bench trial, so I will be reaching out to a judge here shortly, okay?
Fuck!
Oh, hey, KJ, he's slamming on the dash in the car, it seems.
This
Slamming on the
fuckwit.
dash on the car.
Okay, all right.
Is he
Well, let me
angry?
know
Is
if
he
he gets a
fuming?
bench
Is
trial.
he screaming?
He
Okay.
is, yes.
Oh, he is getting one. Okay.
Oh, no,
perfect.
sorry, I was
Actually,
answering.
joy in life.
Oh, hold on, Reggie.
Yeah.
I'm lying to him and telling him that you're all upset, even though you're not, and he said it gives him joy in life.
I mean, I definitely punched the dashboard.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to know that.
Okay. All right. Fuck this idiot.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
All right,
Goodbye.
bye. All right. One moment. I'm reaching out to judges.
Dispatch. Sorry, show me 1041, but I'll be 10-7
Appreciate you.
getting food.
There we are. I've reached out for a judge. Now it's just a matter of waiting for a response.
Right.
Mr. Black, in the meantime, I would like to do a couple things. Number one, like to get your mugshot. Two, swab you for DNA in the meantime. And then the DNA is obviously going to be on the basis of a violent felony. If you are not found guilty of said violent felony, your DNA will not be documented.
All right.
All right. And obviously that'll be court ordered, so it's not something you have to worry about in the event where,
Yeah. No, I know.
All right.
That's why it's better to talk about this dispute in the courtroom.
Yep. But before we head to court, I do anticipate getting your mugshot and swabbing you for DNA.
Am I legally obliged to do that, Mr. Rhodes?
Well, let me go over the DNA collection laws.
Yeah. I'm learning.
I also I'm trying to say that as a defense attorney, as a legal aid, I can only do as much. I can't come up with an answer saying, hey, you're not guilty. There has to be evidence.
You miss. It doesn't matter if it's guilt or no guilt.
But you need sufficient evidence to prove that.
What is the efficient evidence he got proving what he's saying is the right thing compared to what I'm saying is the right thing? You're supposed to be the...
I'll leave you two to it. I'll let you know as soon as I get a response.
Ask Rhodes.
Huh?
Girl dinners and beauty being pain. See? Rhodes knows.
Has there been a bench trial yet in 2024? Is this going to be the first one?
Oh, this is the first. Wow.
I'm pretty sure we've had two of them, Rhodes.
Well, he means the first in 2024.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, it is.
Wait, is this the first violent felony of 2024?
No.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, yes, probably. Yes.
Oh, how about I survived?
2024, yeah.
Oh, I'm a survivor. Oh my gosh.
First stab attempt, but not non-successful.
Oh my! You know what I'm about to
survivor.
jam to now?
Whatever song you're about to say, she probably doesn't know it.
It's Survivor by Destiny's Child.
You know what that is?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, you missing out.
Have you heard of Skibbity Toilet?
What? I'm just waiting for response from a judge.
That one song, like Ecstasy or whatever.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It's the skibbity toilet one though. It's like, you know, stick your gat out for the Rizzler or whatever.
Oh.
Hey, Captain
what do we
Turner,
got
how
going
are
on
you?
here?
Gavin.
Oh, I'm
Howdy.
I'm
He's
just
listening to
acknowledging that I'm
something by Destiny's Child.
I'm a survivor.
All right.
Turner, or drinking a bit. I almost got chefed up.
Yeah, what happened? I turned on the radio to hear a 78 call. I went running, and then y'all had
Yeah,
it
I got
handled.
assaulted.
All right.
And I went from traffic stop, a person being a complete dick, even though I was giving them, you know, leniency, that, hey, listen, your ID's expired, you were speeding, you're running reds, driving all careless. So, you know, you park your car here, you can either walk, call a ride, call a taxi, go to City Hall, get a new ID, everything's good. Then, you know, again, I'm an energy matcher. Turner, energy matcher. I was gonna let him off with a warning, but then they just continuously were like trying to like one up me with the whole, you know, what is and isn't legal and this and that. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. He started giving me attitude over, you know, either giving me the car or the keys to the car so I could pull off to the side of the road to ensure it doesn't get towed, right? He didn't care. He just went on and on and on and on. I issued him the citation, $390, right? Then he comes up to me after the conclusion of that and he goes, what color do you bleed, or what color's your blood? And I was like, for a moment I had to think. I was like, is he looking for the, like, it's blue until it hits oxygen and then it's red or whatever? I don't know how that actually works. If I say red, then I see him reach for something. I take a few steps back. This fucker has a knife and he lunges towards me. I go for 78, I grab my gun, I start blasting. Okay, I thought he goes down, but I'm telling you, he just about got up as quick as he went down, so I shot him again. Doctor says I hit him 6 times. Took him 6 times to incapacitate him, it seems. But yeah, here we are. I think he's trying to argue excessive force. He's trying to claim he pulled his knife, but he did not swing. And again, I think he's going for the excessive force thing because his legal aid said he made no mention of actual, like, lunging towards me or anything. So that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, all right. He has a legal aid in there?
Correct.
All right,
Barrick, what's their name?
Like Akari Sasaki?
Just pulled that chick over.
Oh, just a heads up. Judge has responded. It is Judge Braun. So we will we'll get him transported.
So, I actually got to figure this out. What is our... Do we have any SOPs on... Because she's not a federally licensed bar certified. She's not bar certified. We just let him down here to provide...
Correct. It's not necessarily in the same capacity as an attorney. However, you know, they sort of share some, you know, mutual things. Like, you know, obviously attorney-client privilege to some degree. They shouldn't be coming here and telling us, you know, they said they're guilty, but I don't believe them type stuff, you know? Like, they still have an obligation to at least inform them of stuff. But I made it clear to Mr. Black that this is a legal aid and not an attorney, because there was not an attorney available.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'll let him know that we have a judge available, and we'll get him transported. Head over to City Hall.
Okay.
Oh my God, Captain Turner, and I also got punched by a homeless guy.
Oh. All right. Just a heads up, a judge has responded. So I am gonna get him.
I have got the biggest headache from that guy. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. So are you sort of backing away from this?
I can try to defend him, but what he was saying.
Well, don't tell me what he said, but
right.
If you don't feel comfortable, right? You are a legal aid. You are not obligated to take on a case. Unlike, you know, an attorney
I
may
see.
actually be obligated to hold on to a case until a judge says otherwise.
Oh shit.
So if you wanted to back away from this, it's entirely up to you. The choice is yours.
Joel,
I
you
can
hearing
stay on
that?
the case if
Okay.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
key.
All right. Well, I mean, this is something that you and the individual can speak about when we get to City Hall.
All right.
Do you have a means of transportation there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We'll meet you there. I don't know which courtroom this is going to occur in. However,
Very smallest
historically, it's been on the second floor. In fact, judge said they'll be in the small court, so it's probably going to be second floor. Make a right-hand turn, and then a left and another left, I believe.
Yeah. I know
So
where it is.
I'll meet you there. Mr. Black,
Yeah.
judge is available, and they are taking this case.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
I'm ready to rumble.
Yep. If you wouldn't mind just facing away, I'll go ahead and get you in cuffs here. Just go ahead and open this up. There we are.
Give your phone back, ma'am.
Here we go. All right. Let's push this out of the way. All right. This way. Ooh. There we are. All right. Through here. And much like earlier, if at any point in time the lights are a little too bright and you can't see all that well, just let me know, okay?
Will do.
Here we are. In the pipe room. Hmm. Here we are. Eric, could you just make sure that's locked for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Anytime.
Mr. Black, watch your head. Well, actually, Mr. Black, before we head there, I am going to go ahead and get your fingerprinted, swabbed for DNA while we're still here. That way we don't have to swing back around. Here we are.
All right. You can legally do that?
Yes.
All right.
I just have to inform you that your DNA is being taken. Also going to be taking your mugshot. And getting your fingerprinted. Here we are.
On 3105. How many officers are you gonna have 10-7 on that? 10 Charles?
I should only need Barrick. All right, actually, that's perfect. That's perfect. 1 second. All right, Mr. Black, if you wouldn't mind smiling. Say cheese. Great, great. There we go. All right. And let me just get you brought over here.
It's 10:42. Good night.
There we are. I'm gonna go ahead and get your fingerprinted here.
Have a good night. Thanks for your service.
Dispatch 103, show me traffic westbound Sunrise Avenue, nearest cross Palomino with a tow truck.
All right. Go ahead and get your fingerprinted here. Try not to move too much, all right?
Yeah, I'm standing still.
Yeah. There we are.
I don't think I'm...
There we go. And this here. And last but not least, the DNA swabbing kit. All right. So it's just a cotton swab. I'm just going to swab the inside of your cheek. I'm not going to the back of your mouth or anything to that extent. You have anything to worry about? You just open your mouth. I'll go ahead and swab the inside of your cheek. There we go. Perfect. All right, let me just go ahead and place this here. Perfect. All right. So we should be good. I'm just going to get you over to City Hall now. Ooh, okay. Might be the first bench trial of 2024.
Somebody needs to be the first.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Do 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 do. All right.
Be careful of that homeless person. He's like really, really, like extra.
What did you just do?
Well, watch
Like
out.
really extra.
All right, Mr. Black, watch your head. There we are. $130.76 City Hall with $195 for bench trial. Oh, actually. Cap, real quick.
Yeah.
Was anything brought up to you about the lock storage in our vehicles?
Yep, that's what we're
I was
talking
just
about.
talking
now.
Okay,
about, yeah.
perfect. All right, just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
There we are. All right. Mr. Black, did you still want the legal aid with you?
No.
Okay. I will inform them when we get there.
I think she's trying her best, but I don't think she's a defense lawyer. Gonna be honest with you.
Well, I mean, they have to start somewhere. And being handed a case where, where things are fairly, well, I mean, mostly black and white.
Nothing is black and white.
Well,
I disagree with you, Rose.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Can we both agree that you bleed red?
Yeah, my blood is red, yeah.
Okay, all right, just making sure. All right, we're gonna park in the parking structure over here and get you escorted inside, okay?
Roads.
Hey, it's gonna be a bench trial. Just a heads up.
Oh, so on a bench, great, fantastic, wonderful. I'm glad.
All right, well,
the Carl Karen Johnny Black is getting a trial. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, Rhodes.
Yep. You have a good one.
Bye.
All right. What did you just do? Reggie said he's happy for you.
Hey, great. I'm happy
That's
for
good.
him as well.
Why do you want that man to have a fucking heart attack? Watch your head.
Have a heart attack? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you do everything in your power to make the dude just about have a stroke.
Because he does the same to me.
Well, is it deserved when
Cause
he does it?
friendship. Yeah, it's deserved. Yeah, I would say so.
You know what? I can agree with you there. I think a real friend is willing to call someone out on their bullshit. And and sometimes, realizing that your friend may be stupid, not you. I'm not saying you're stupid, but
No,
sometimes.
But that's Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it really sets you off to know that you associate with this person and they could do better.
Yeah. Good thing always, like, we're always honest, and we can always banter very, the real friend, you can do whatever you want, with the banter. Per se,
Oh,
They
trust me,
don't take it personal.
I'm a firm believer in that a real friend is going to be real with you at all times. Even if they have something to say that they know the other person isn't going to like, sometimes you need that friend to be able to smack you back into reality to acknowledge what the fuck's actually going on. And only a real friend's willing to do that. You surround yourself with yes people, they're just going to agree with you at all times. And then you're going to
100% agree with you. And that's why I have Reggie. Reggie's that to me, and I feel like I'm that to him as well.
It's Savannah's phone number. Hit him with the card.
Okay.
You dropped this. You dropped that. That's unfortunate.
Your Honor, considering this is an appeal, is this structured as an appeal? Like, which side does he go on?
On the side that I'm used to.
Okay, what
Is that this side?
You should be aware of my
What side is the basket on?
Okay, I'm going to assume this side.
I don't know. Which side got the best seats?
You like this side? Okay.
This side?
I was going to ask you, if we would have need to use the larger room before we settled into.
No, I don't.
If this ought to suffice.
No, this will do. I actually don't even know where the other room is, but I've done all my bench
Upstairs.
trials in here.
Upstairs is a much larger one.
All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and search you one more time. Here we are.
Yeah, I have nothing that can poke, stab, or stick you in my pockets.
Perfect. Your Honor,
Yeah,
did
just
you
expect to hear that question a lot because I'm always going to be conscious about capacity when I convene.
I appreciate that. Regarding the individual potentially fleeing, obviously, it's standard procedure to not have them in cuffs, but typically the judge lets them know the consequence of fleeing the bench trial before its conclusion. I'm not sure if you want to do that before I take cuffs off, or
I can assure you, Judge, I'm not planning to flee or anything. I'm planning to defend myself.
Look, all I'm going to say is, I'll have the rest of this bench trial to come up with a punishment that's suitable for wasting my time. In the meantime, just know that we're all struggling here, myself included, in this city. No one wants to take a big hit financially. So just keep that in mind when you run out the door. And once you evade my good graces, you will remain forever in the shithouse in this courtroom with me.
Understood.
You'll always be chained to something if I'm around.
Understood, Judge.
All right. Am I cleared to unshackle and uncuff him?
You may.
Okay. Here we are, Mr. Black. Just a reminder, you're to be here for the duration of the bench trial. No escaping. No leaving.
Understood.
Mr. Black,
right.
keep in mind I'm not asking you anything for which you're sworn to testify. But have
You don't need me to testify, right?
I would like
really
you there
require the
if
assistance of
possible.
counsel for this proceeding.
Okay.
May I approach, Judge?
Really
You may approach.
To some degree.
Matt Rhodes will also.
Actually, you know what? You're right.
present.
You're right. You don't need
for
to
the
testify.
traffic stop. Like,
If you are advising yourself, especially.
Yeah, Judge. I got a legal aid. I don't feel like the legal aid is a defense attorney. Am I available to call a friend to help me out here who doesn't have a bar license, or is that no negotiable?
I am personally fine with legal aid as long as they are simply advising you to their level of knowledge and not advising you what to do. You ultimately are going to be taking lead, and they are there to guide you through that as best they can. That's kind of my opinion on that. I don't know what the policy has been so far. Rhodes,
I think it's kind. I think. Well, I don't know if any